Hello, and welcome to the new TGIF since it's canceled. Ooh, I ain't fecal matter for that. But I'm going to say it loud. I'm going to say it. Your show's canceled. You heard it here first. I'm canceled, honey. Canceled. So I'm going to go through the hot topics of today. I'm going to bring TGIF back. Now, am I getting $1,000 an hour for this? No. But I'll still give you the day's hot topics. See, Foxhole? Here's the thing. I'll do it, Foxhole, if you're listening. And you probably are. I do that crap for hell. I'll do it for 100,000. I'll do it for 100,000. I swear I will. Oh my goodness. We gonna open up the line. We gonna see who wants to shimmy on in. Because I was thinking maybe they would come back today. Nope, canceled. And so since this is the gossip edition, I'm gonna be messy. I'm gonna be petty. You know what? I'm gonna go in and put on my Beyonce bang. This is how messy and petty we gonna be. Who wants to shimmy on in the room and let's talk about the cancelele? Who wants to shimmy on in? Let's talk about the cancelele of TGIF. Who wants to shimmy on in the room? Shimmy on in. Come on. Like this is an open forum, so we need guests to come in. We need guests to come in the room. It can't just be me. There we go. Sky's coming on in. Hello.
Hello, my favorite.
Thank you.
And you should.
So how are you today?
I am great now that I am talking to you.
Oh, well,
You are
thank
my
you. Oh my
favorite.
God. Somebody said TGIA. Thank God it's Alex. Honey, I'm going to take that compliment with me to the grave.
You know it, as you should.
I have
As
like,
you should. You deserve it. I've been loving you for so long, Alex. I'm probably not like a diehard fan like everyone else, but I got attached to you kind of like about 4 years ago, and I've been addicted. I've referred you to everyone,
thank you. I'm
and
so
I've
glad
never
you're
met someone that
enjoying
knows the Golden Girls
my
like
little
me.
journey of life.
And you're going to be my Golden Girls ping pal because if I don't know nobody that knows the Golden Girls like you and me, oh yeah,
Girl, now I know the Golden Girls. Girl, I know the Golden.
if anyone knows the Golden Girls like us, every little thing that you throw out there, I crack up and I'd be like, oh, if he did not throw a Golden Girls.
Girl, come a knocking.
Back in
You're
St. Louis.
Kleckner, you're a Klecknerbeigen. Oh wait, I'll give you this
Um,
one. Blow it out your
the
Tubenberger.
Super blower.
Oh my, you don't understand. Like my mother, my mother. She is like that. Like, like who do you think I watched it around? And she's like, oh my god, the Golden Girls again. You know every episode. Like she doesn't like. My mother leaves me alone on the Golden Girls. She's like, just let that man cook. Let him
Just
cook.
let him cook and
She's
let
like, I
him
won't
get
fuck
his.
with him on that. My
It's
mother, oh, Mona Lisa's
crazy.
coming in the chat. Thank you. And also thank you so much for coming in the chat, ladies. Like, I I love doing this, but I want to hear your opinions. I want this to turn into something much more three-dimensional, where it's much more a radio show where y'all come in and give me your opinions and I give you my I want it to be much more of a chat, of a
And,
conversation.
and that's perfect because I saw your bounce off with Dr. Heavenly. And I was like, why isn't he just I could literally see you doing a Wendy Williams show because your personality, you probably wouldn't even need guests. I mean, you, you can have the audience, but you just carry so much. And then you, when you're with Chris, you guys complement each other together and apart, and it just makes the show even stronger.
It
So if
sure does.
TGIF don't pick you up, it's their loss, even if they don't get picked up.
Well, actually, I think we saw it is their loss because the show doesn't exist anymore. But Mona Lisa, join us in this chat. What are your thoughts?
Oh my Jesus. It is always something. Am I surprised? Oh Lord. Probably oh my God, probably not. And I'm sorry, Alex, forgive me, but you are such a oh my God. I don't want to say larger than life type person, but I'm kind of intimidated talking to you because
Don't be
you're
Right?
intimidated.
you are one of my
Don't.
favorites, and
It's
I'm
almost
like, oh my
starstruck, right?
What I will say is I do have like even my father will say, you dominate a space. He's like, you have
Mhm.
presence, you have energy. Like
Mhm.
I can be in a room not saying anything and my energy does fill the room. But we this is a warm, welcoming, and loving space. I am a gentle giant. So
Oh,
please feel safe with me.
okay. Well, I love you. I love your content. I've been watching you for a few months. I do not know why you never showed up on anything on my YouTube because I found out you've done.
Because the algorithm is racist.
Yeah, I can agree with that because I'm like, where has this guy
And
been all my
and
life?
all black creators will say that the algorithm is racist.
Yeah.
That is why, and like with like, and we I would love to have an open forum with other black content creators for us to talk about how the algorithm is racist. And I can give you a fine note on that. Whenever I talk about YouTube drama,
Hmm.
all of a sudden my videos get suggested and get way more views. But when I'm just doing a video about the housewives, they don't suggest it.
Oh
They
yeah.
want black
Oh,
people to end fight.
And I totally agree with what Sky said because you do give like a Wendy Williams vibe. Like she is the one that will, like she's the
I
one
will
that will.
definitely say
because
she
Wendy Williams can almost carry that show by herself without guests.
Yes,
That's how her
yes,
personality is, and he's the
yes,
same.
yes. He is,
I
and
mean,
I love that
even
about him.
even when he talks in his like, I understand when he's doing his dynasty quotes. I it's
Mhm.
just the things that it's just it's nostalgia because it
Right.
reminds me of my grandmother, and I was a grandma baby, and I played in all of her stuff.
Oh,
And
I'm
I
a
grew up with
grandma
children.
baby.
I,
I am a
I
grandma
and,
baby. I am
and
grandma baby. Shout out
I'm
to
guaranteed
Rhoda.
that we all have something in common and we all be in the house a majority of the time if we're not at work. I
Mhm.
am a inside person. So COVID was my best friend a little bit.
Yeah, right. Right. If it wasn't for COVID, I wouldn't know about Alex because I'm like, I gotta find something, because Bobby Blue, I love her, but I'm like, who are some more content creators that I could just, listen to? And he came up, and I'm just like, oh my god, why?
It's like sweet potato pie. It's like fresh
Right?
sweet potato pie. It's like
Yes.
it's a better. It was everything for me. So that's
Yes.
why because everything that he does, like even
Yes.
like the Golden Girls thing is our thing, but even the Will and Grace. I mean, I mean, come on now, we can ping
I
pong
mean,
off
am
of
I
these
I'm like
two.
I am trying every day. I wake up and I try to be Karen Walker. Every day
Oh,
I wake up,
you
Karen
cannot beat
Walker
me
is
to
my
Karen Walker. You
goal.
will not. You will not beat me to Karen Walker. My sister's real name is Karen Walker.
Oh my. Oh
And
my
I'm
god.
out here in the Bay Area too. So I'm in
Oh,
Oakland.
okay. Oh my god. I was
Oh
And when
my
he
god!
and when he moved out here, I
Mhm.
was like, oh wait, he's here.
Yes, because Alex did move out there because he used to live in New York where I'm living
In
right
Vegas.
now.
He had the house in Vegas. He
Vegas!
was in Vegas.
You really lived in Vegas?
Honestly, I want to go back to my house in
He
Vegas.
lived in a swimming pool.
Oh my! I will tell you this. Now I can say this. You can say everything you want about me, but one thing you can't say is the bitch don't know how to live.
Yes,
Huh.
yes,
Chad,
Alex. Don't.
I spent my life savings because I really did think the world was coming to an end. That's why I was able to afford that house.
Mm.
And like, and also that's why Maddie Rance was there. Like me and Maddie, like we're on a live today talking about that beautiful time, and I was I was a teensy bit cash flush. Teensy bit cash flush. I could not afford that house, but I was like, fuck it. I put my life
And you
together
were
with
in the
credit card
military
debt and
too. And then you were in the military too. I'm a military baby, and so when you talk about the things about the military and just the directions that you go into, like just the three of us talking right now, like I just literally posted on Facebook today, depression is real. Don't ignore it. And even when they said you guys referred me to Better Health,
Oh my
and
god.
I've been going to Better. I've been using Better Health app since they mentioned it, since him and Chris mentioned it.
that's
That is
wonderful.
a great idea. That because I suffer from depression as well, and sometimes I'm just like it's
Honey,
better
wait, hold on. Are we all single?
now.
Well,
I
The,
I
the,
mean,
almost
the,
was today.
okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you didn't say a resounding, "Oh no, I have a husband," then we're all single.
well, yes, yes, Alex, we are.
Wait,
I'm
hold on. We just need
If
one
I
more,
had
and
a
we will be
man,
the
if
Golden
I
Girls.
had a man, I would have
We
said,
will be the Golden Girls in a
I
minute.
have
We
a
just
man.
need one more person, and we are officially the Golden Girls.
And sometimes, and so Dorothy is my favorite Golden Girl. I'm like that is my boo. I love her.
Oh my
Can
God!
I
I
can
gotta
I tell
ask
you guys
you
a
both
secret
this.
right fast?
Wait,
Can I
wait,
tell
wait,
you?
wait, wait. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt, but
Go
I gotta
ahead.
ask you both this. Which Golden Girl do you see me as?
Uh,
Oh, Dorothy.
I think Blanche.
Because and hold on, okay, and I'm gonna tell you why I say Dorothy, because Dorothy is witty on her feet and laying down.
You
I
know what?
mean, and she's very intellectual when she speaks. She's very stern and proper in her wording, and then just how she walks in the room. Sometimes they make her to be the ugly duckling, and she's just really confident at times when she walk in places. And then it's like that's how he speaks. That's how he is. He's comfortable in his skin, whether he painted his nails or whatever the case may be. He's just comfortable. And then also how you are so easy to
Hmm.
talk to and to just get into a conversation. And Dorothy is, and also how you control a room
You know what? You know what? I said Blanche because
I'm a hoe.
or in a floozy.
And here's the,
I
I'm
think we
proud
all
of it.
blend.
Ain't no shame in my game. Like, hold on. You can go back in my videos. I've been talking about marrying well for years. For
Wait, hold on.
decades.
Wait, Alex. My niece was saying. Alex, my niece was saying in a minute. She came in the room and saw me laughing, and she said, "Gotta get that leg
Yeah,
up."
gotta get that left. Yeah,
I cannot stand you right now, Alex.
yeah. I'll be like, I'm like, shit, yes, yeah.
Oh, girl! Oh my God, girl! Do you know how long I watched that video and
Trying
laughed
to get that
over and
leg.
over?
Trying to get that
That leg got up.
leg.
You see, Alex was
Come on
talking
now.
and then he disappeared.
God, yes. But
But not once. He did it twice.
see, Alex said, and that's why I said that he reminds me of Blanche because he said there's no shame in his game, and it's the same thing with Blanche. So
Mhm.
you know,
I mean,
You
if I meet a man, the first thing I'm going to ask you, are you married?
say, and if you are, how old is your wife? Because it's
No,
also, Alex.
no.
I will say this:
Second
you
I
do.
hear married, done.
right?
Ain't got no time for it. Because here's the thing, I don't want a woman wanting to cut my penis off. So I
Well,
married men alone because
Right.
I don't know how mad his wife is going to get. So I respect.
hmm.
Now ask and I respect. I'm like, you ain't coming after my ass. I know who
Oh,
Betty Buckley is. No, thank you. No, I'm saying Betty Broderick. I don't know who that Dennis Wipes was, but she
wait,
killed them both.
Lorena Bobbitt.
They killed them both. I'm like, no. Now, that's a whole different story because he was abusing her. So that's different. But I don't do the like. If you have an open marriage, that's fine. If we're all consenting adults,
Right.
that's fine.
Hmm.
But I'm very
You
much.
also taught me
Does
something too,
anyone
Alex.
think you're in a relationship with you?
Hmm. You
And
taught
I will
me something
also say,
too.
I'm very much like Shannon Sharp. You're gonna sleep at my house.
Yeah, and you know
You
what?
my house.
I don't
I'm at
blame. I don't like. You actually taught me something, and it was very much something that I told someone else because they're going through it, and then I said let him cheat in peace. And then
yeah.
she said, "What do you mean by that?" And I said, "I want you to watch this show." And I took her to a specific one. And then I said, if he is taking care of you and he is paying everything, honey, you actually can live on the other side of the house.
hmm But my thing is like but my thing is like even when they
I will also say that, and that is a question of what are you in the relationship for?
right.
Hmm.
And here's the thing: if you look around and you say, you know what, I have financial security,
hmm
I have
Amen.
food in my refrigerator, I
Church.
got a couple bucks in the bank.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Shani
taking care
O'Neal.
of home.
hmm
He's not bringing home no babies. Honey,
Right.
go at it. You know how to do it. You
I
know
would be a
how
travel
to
agent. I would be his travel agent. I
bitch.
would make
I
sure
would
they
set it up. I would set you up.
wait, hold on. While I play in my closet with all my furs and pearls.
Exactly.
Cause see, you see,
Thank you.
people. If you ever been in a relationship that you did not want to be in, even a marriage, you start. I got comfortable with being single for over 15 years and didn't even know I was single. And people say, "You single? You ain't lonely?" And I said, "Oh, I'm a Gemini, baby. I got a lot of people in my life.
Gemini too.
I got a lot of people in my life, and they all got names." So I've never been lonely, and I've never felt the need to have to be in a relationship. So I've always been very confident with knowing that I know what I am in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, if I get to that point that I want to be taken care of, Alex had made a lot of good points as far as how you would keep your man or your husband, and you keep the finances. Don't fuck up the finance.
Don't
Don't fuck
fuck
them up.
up the money. I will
Don't
let
fuck up
you
the
keep,
money.
and also I will say this, like this is coming from a male perspective. But
Mm-hmm.
also, this is like a lot of women act like, what do men think? This is what men think. Women like the advice that I do give is very male identified because I'm like, look, I know they're going to do it regardless.
Right.
Hmm.
As long as they're paying, here's the thing: are you paying a bill or are you making my life a living hell? If you
Right.
pay bills and my life ain't a living hell, you're gonna cheat anyway. So you know what? I will let you cheat in peace. Also, if you're not like they said on Braxton Family Values, if you're not going anywhere,
Hmm.
if you aren't
Huh.
going anywhere, if you know you love that man like you love your next breath of
Stop pump
air,
faking.
let him cheat in peace.
But preach.
That look,
Don't
Monet,
bring on
Monet.
no
That
I
part.
baby.
guarantee you, if what he just said right now, you
Mm-hmm.
ain't going nowhere.
At all.
Now
That
you ain't going
you
across the
that
street.
you ain't got. That is that's the hashtag right there. You ain't going nowhere.
So it's like, why do all this? So why do all that complaining and stuff, knowing that you're not going to go anywhere? Like he's giving you, especially if he's giving
Here's
you
the
this
thing:
comfortable lifestyle.
teach his ass how to cheat where you don't feel alone in the relationship. That's
Yeah,
what you
That
need to
part.
do.
that part,
But
all
you
of
know
that.
what? The thing is if a woman if a woman already know that her man cheating, if she ain't found something to do yet, she
That
don't need to be in that situation.
Sure
Because
enough,
I
you end up
guarantee
in it.
you, I've got a lot of things that I can do without you being in the house, without you even being in the same country. Because as long as that routing number and account number stays the same, this marriage will be good.
part.
As long as the mortgage, today is the first. It's still the first out
Hmm.
in California.
Oh
As
yeah,
long as that mortgage payment hit, I don't give a fuck who you hit. Do what
Hmm.
you do. The mortgage came through. Do what you do. The mortgage
There we
came
go.
through.
There we go. There it
Amen.
goes.
Amen.
Drop the
Amen.
mic.
Amen on
Drop
this
the
one.
mic.
Amen.
Drop the mic.
If the mortgage comes through,
say that.
do what you do.
Preach.
Now, okay, let me ask you a quick question to both of you guys to get a little bit off the subject. I've been looking all day at two things. One is about Miss Netta and
Oh Lord.
T.S. Madison. The
Ew.
other one is about Rick Ross and Drake.
What happened with Rick Ross and Drake?
Yeah.
Rick Ross took his butt on out to Canada, perform. He was getting ready to perform, but he decides that he wants to play Not Like Us, and supposedly Drake sent some hell angels, some racist men up there, and not only did they confront Rick Ross and his crew, they knocked out one of his security guards and punched Rick Ross in the face.
Oh my God.
It's on
Really?
video.
Okay,
It's
wait,
on video.
stop. Okay, here's what happened. People forget Drake owns Canada.
Right.
Holla.
No. You like in America, it's like, oh, you came to the US, like you came to New York, you came to California. No. You're in a different country.
Thank
Exactly.
You're
you.
in a different country. I don't like as someone who's been in the military. Like,
Hmm.
and I was in from 2000 to 2004. We all know what happened September 11th. So we can
Yeah.
only imagine the things that I've been through. We can only
Right.
imagine the places that I've gone. Now, I can tell you this. Here's a little fun fact about the US military. We bought all of the land we fought on. That's a
Mm.
little yeah. Only paralegals and people know that. But
Really?
yeah,
I,
we own all of the land that we fought on in Afghanistan. We purchased it.
wow, Alex, that is amazing.
So
Whoa.
that is the level that also that shows you like don't mess with the US. They're like
Yeah.
they
Hmm.
we will America is the one country where it's like, no, we will nuke the world. Do not.
Hmm.
As a US, as somebody who's been in, I'm like, oh, I see what y'all are really up to. No, thank you. That's why I'm a comedian now. But you don't go to someone else's country and think you can breathe.
Hmm.
Uh,
Like you don't do that. Like that's like coming into my house and thinking you can disrespect me.
Right.
Right.
Like
Like
it's like
Nene said,
I'm
don't go in
fine.
my
I have
closet.
all the rights, and
Right.
the government is on my side. Like if you're in my house and you try to do something to me, I can
Mm-hmm.
legally kill you.
Right. And
And
it's
it
like you
Yes,
can't
well,
really
and the truth is, nobody's gonna care because well, you were in my house, so
that
if
exactly.
you
part.
wanted to leave, you should have.
And it's like you can't really even be mad at Drake because I'm like, why? Like,
Like you came to his country and thought
His,
you could choose.
wait, hold on, Alex. You repeat what you just said in the beginning.
You
He went
came to.
where?
You went to his country.
Okay, there we go. Do he see not the masses of you went out of state?
Yeah,
You
out of
went out of country.
you have to when you leave the U.S. Because here's the thing: we as U.S. citizens, we love our rights. We know our
right?
rights. The second
Exactly.
your ass crosses that border,
Right.
you are a I can't
Huh.
say it. You are
And that is what they said to him all on that video. They called him all kind of niggers. But the thing is
Oh
this is
my God.
what pissed me off is
you
that
want to mess with the
you
video.
knew that you were trolling him before
Right.
you even
And
got out there.
the thing is, here's the
Exactly.
thing: you stepped off the porch. You stepped
Right.
off the porch.
I
You was
think
like,
he's
hey,
trying to be
Daddy,
relevant.
boo. But you can say that at your mama house
And
on your
you
mama.
not Charles White. So Charleston White can nanny boo boo and pepper spray you in the same sentence. Rick
And
Ross
also,
took his big
I will
goofy
say
self
this.
out to another country.
I'm gonna also say this. Now Drake has a white mom. I have a white dad.
Hmm.
You don't. There's a like. There's a like. You don't. White people and black people fight.
Trying
I'm
to
trying
find
to
the
figure out
right
how to say this
words.
delicately.
I'm
White people
looking
and
at
black
your
people.
face, Dorothy.
Wait, what?
I'm looking at your face, Dorothy. I already know what you're trying to say.
White people and black people fight differently,
Right.
and Drake is about to turn this into a okay, like it was cute, like okay, you want to fight like that, you know, we keeping it black. Drake is about to turn this into a white fight.
Okay. Oh
Yes.
my
Like, and
God.
here's the thing,
Yes.
like, and
Hmm.
as someone who has to, like, do you want to mess with my mother? Oh my god, no. Oh my god, no. She will go nuclear on you.
Hmm.
However, I never mentioned my father because that is the sleeping dragon.
Hmm.
Right.
As a like, and
And racism is not only a sleeping dragon, but it is what I would call a sporadic volcano at times too, because it's
I have
convenient
only
for the
seen
right
my
time.
father. I have only seen my father. I've never seen him angry. I've
Mhm.
seen him
Mm.
upset
Right.
once. And here's the
What
thing.
comedy?
Oh no, he's never been angry with me or upset with me. Like I've only seen him upset with the situation once. But
Mhm.
he never lost his cool. But I know what lies within that. Like he will like he there have been moments when he's been disappointed in me and
Mhm.
he let me know.
Right.
And I'm also like, I'm so afraid of disappointing him
Uh huh.
that I stay in line.
I get that part.
Oh my
I'm
Sometimes
like,
God.
it's not. Sometimes
I
it's
never
not
want to
the
not be in your warm embrace.
Right.
right.
But
Okay, I get it.
when in the one time I've seen him stormy, you don't want to mess with that man. And it like, and here's the thing, he won't lift it. Here's the thing, he won't lift a finger except he'll just start calling people.
Mm.
Yes, we're having an issue here. I know. Yes, I am the dean of students at Mercer. Like,
Uh
baby,
huh.
Drake
Uh
is
huh.
about to
That
go there. Drake is
that
about to.
calmness.
If you really want to keep fucking with me, he,
Hmm.
there's a level where it's like, oh, you're about to get white man dirty. I'm not gonna like you about to take this from black rap beef to white man dirty. Good luck. Good luck.
You
Right.
just made
All
me
right.
think about something. I just sat here and thought when you just said that, I thought about if hopefully God forbid on earth if Trump ever get his nasty orange looking self in office, I can see this bastard doing the inauguration performance. You bastard, I can see it.
I cannot believe
No,
Trump is trying to be
it
the
won't be
president.
that. It won't be that, but it would be like I could definitely see Drake having the influence in Canada to say, yeah, we're not playing his music here anymore.
Hmm. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there is a level of there's like don't fuck with people that can sign checks. Don't.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So you're
Yeah.
never going to win that war. You're
Yeah.
never going to win that war.
Because the
However,
king is
you
mightier
can
than the
fuck
sword.
with people who have, shows on Fox Soul, and then when they hire you, you can say, "Well, I guess you were loyal to Funky, but if that's how you felt, keep feeling it, ho."
Oh my God,
Now,
Alex.
about Fox Soul, though, about that, you mentioned earlier about, why would they stop Fox Soul, and things like that. You guys are getting paid $1,000 a day, and how much you guys make a year is ridiculous. That, like you said, how could you not get along for an hour and you're not even in the same damn building?
For $250,000 a year,
Yes.
Do you know the dicks that I would suck?
Oh
Do you know the ones that would
If
go
you
behind you and do?
like that level of work, I'm sorry, I'd suck a little dick. I'd suck a little dick. So big. I was going to suck it anyway. I was going to suck it.
my God. And they said, I
I
don't
mean,
know.
you might as well do it for 250.
250 or 250,000, honey. Get me some knee pads. Actually, for that money, I'll buy them myself.
Ah. Monet, get him.
$150,000 a year for an hour's worth of work a day. Where
An
are my knee
hour?
pads? Where are my knee pads?
I
I need
cannot
to
with you,
start.
Alex. I cannot with you, Alex. I really
I and he keeps it so real that you know what happens. You end up volunteering that you a hoe on an accident. You know that, like you. I used to lick a little leg every
No,
now
no,
and
no,
again.
ma'am. In this economy, that's just good business sense. In
Yeah,
this economy, in
and
this
it's good. It's good.
economy, the
It's
fuck?
consistent business.
Do you know how much my rent is?
I can tell you how
No.
much mine is. I'm in Oakland, so
So
I
you
can.
know.
Oh yes.
So you know.
Oh yes.
I'm just like, where do I buy my knee pads? Like, are they work issued? Do I get some Fox Soul knee pads? Like, I wouldn't suck Al's dick for $250,000 a year. I do have some respect, but I would tell you I'd eat Mona Scott Young's pussy for that.
Now, do you think that between the two of you guys, do you guys think that I was kind of looking at this because I was listening to you and Chris say this about when he called into the Funky show, you knew that you were calling into him live. If you wasn't going to tell him at that moment what you were calling him for, why did you call into the show to tell him, fuck, I don't give a fuck, and just go listen to it? You didn't tell him what you wanted him to listen to. So I felt like he was kind of trolling us or egging us to
mm,
and using funky live show to entice the moment as well to
Well,
kind
wait,
of
hold
help.
on now. Hold on. As someone who does lives, who does a weekly podcast, do you not think in the 12 years I've been doing this, we're coming up on our 7-year anniversary of Pop Roast. Do you not think I've gotten calls during
congrats.
the show?
Uh-huh.
I had like if my father calls, I'll be like, hey, my dad's calling me, I will end the live. If my
Uh-huh.
mother calls, I send it to voicemail. Um, I mean, I don't even know how she gets my number, but she
What? Alex. Alex, how your mother get your number?
I don't know. Like she just finds me.
Alex. Oh my God. I
Oh my!
cannot
Your mom
stand him.
stalks you.
What?
Your mom stalks you. She
My
stalks
mother
you
what?
out and looks for you. Do she stalk you? Like how she find your number?
Oh.
Uh oh, he went on mute.
You're on mute, Alex.
Okay. Sorry. Um, I always know where she is, and like I can tell you exactly where she is right now. Like
Hmm.
they're like it's weird. Like we have that kind like it's weird, and she described it to me because my mother is a twin. Her twin brother sadly passed. My uncle has sadly passed. He passed at the beginning of last year, and that's why I haven't been doing as many videos because I've been sad. But her and I have the same connection where like she's like even when I was in the army, she's like, I always knew exactly where you were. I always knew where like she's like, I can see through your eyes. And
Mm.
I can do the same. So like there's a level of like we have the same heartbeat.
That's so sweet.
I think boys with their mom is
I'm-
like that.
No,
Yeah.
no, 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 not no. That is discounting my mother.
Oh, okay.
We have the relationship we have because of who she is.
Right.
My mother is, well, now she's retired, but when she was working, she is indomitable. I don't know a harsher or crueler person, but as a black woman in her field is
Mhm.
exactly what she had to be.
Right. I was
And
gonna
that
say
is
she
what she
had to be.
taught me to be. And when my
Hmm.
friends say, like, oh, I'm kind of afraid of you, I'm like, good, you should be afraid of me. The only reason you have to fear me is if you cross me. So
Right.
please don't disrespect me, and we're fine.
Right.
Hmm.
Don't
Right.
cross me. Don't, but you're afraid that, here's the thing. The only reason you're afraid of me is because you're used to people that you can hurt, that you can get over on. And
Hmm.
I am not one of those.
Absolutely.
What sign is your mom?
We are the exact opposite. My
Ooh,
mother
Oh,
is the
you're a
Cancer.
Capricorn, right?
Exactly.
Oh.
And
oh,
my
you're
mother is the Cancer on my life.
I don't so her
Oh.
birthday is either past or is coming up.
Oh no, that's just no, honey, that's the joke. That's the joke. Like
Sorry.
as a Capricorn, having a Cancer mother, like having that opposite, it was tough. It was tough for both of us. Now
Mhm.
that we're adults,
Right.
now that
Mhm.
she's like, okay, I can let you be a person, and also she like, did she think I was funny as a child? No, but
No. You said that before
she
too.
still, the bitch still don't think I'm funny. The bitch still don't think I'm funny.
Alex.
No, honey, I think she's seen my channel. She's seen what I've done. I'm like, I am world fucking famous.
Yes,
And
you are.
she's like, yeah, okay. You know, I watch your show. You think you can sing.
Oh my God, Alex,
She
really?
sound like
No, I'm
she should
not
have been
lying.
in the
And it's,
reboot of.
there is no pushback. You know I'm not lying. You know exactly who that woman is.
But see,
Like,
your mother reminds me more of Dorothy than you do. Like because Dorothy was the serious one, and if that's how your mom is, she reminds me of Dorothy.
like I would like perform my heart out, and my mother would say, okay, now do it again, but with emotion. I didn't feel anything. Jesus Christ. And I had you with no epidural? Now, here's the thing.
You are
And here, like, I'm gonna tell some family business, and this is funny
Uh-oh.
family business. This ain't nothing that I wouldn't say in front of her.
mhm.
My mother had me with no medication.
Ooh, ooh.
Strong woman, strong.
No,
Her.
stupid woman,
Cause
stupid,
you're tall.
stupid, stupid woman. If I could go back in time, I would have said, bitch, if you don't take every drug possible, because you're going to take that out on me for the rest of my goddamn life.
Hmm.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah.
My
And she
son
reminds
was. I was so high
Hold
when
on,
I
hold
had
on,
my
hold on.
son. Oh
Every
Lord.
time I do anything, she'll say, I didn't want, I had you with natural childbirth because because I was born in 82. Like, we don't know what they were giving women. Like,
Mhm.
you know what my grandmother had when she had my mother and her twin brother? Do you know what they gave my grandmother at the hospital?
A spoon.
Heroin.
Oh, that was close. Yeah, that's what
No,
Bear used to do.
heroin.
Bear,
Heroin.
the Bear, the pharmaceutical company. Bear used to actually give you heroin
Yep.
What?
in aspirin
My
form.
grandmother. Yep.
In aspirin form, and that was in the 50s and the 40s. I
And my mother
remember
was
my
born
grandmother
after that,
had
and
it.
that's when my grandmother was having all of her children. And so all of her kids were
That was
born
the best time.
with heroin. My mother, and here's the gag. I love my mother very much, and I wish I could go back in time and be like, this is the kid you're gonna have. Like, hi, I'm, I would also love to meet like my young mother before I ruined her.
Like, hello there.
Imagine having me as a child. At 4 years old, I asked her, why aren't we rich?
That's a good question.
And she respects me. Like, we talk about that. Like that we will talk about that till the day we will talk about that into the next life. Death ain't gonna get me out of that question.
At all.
And I thank you. But but that is why she is rich.
Mhm.
Because she
Oh,
said, I looked at you and I didn't have an answer. She said, I
wow.
didn't have an answer. And that's when she went back to school and became a doctor of computer science.
Oh, great for
The first person to do electronic billing for Medicare and Medicaid in the state of New York. She is your hidden figure.
Oh
And that's
my,
why I keep her
well,
identity
hello,
precious
nurse.
and so private. And that is why
Mm.
you don't see her on the show, because
her. Hmm.
she's done enough. And then she's had to deal with me.
But see, Alex, the type of relationship you have with your mom, like I would love to have that. You know, me and my mom, we're good.
Wait, no, I don't know. Like, I cuss her out and she hangs up the phone. That's our relationship.
Oh, never mind.
I like it's very much and then she'll call. Oh wait, she told me, I don't like the picture that you have with me in my big fur coat, like my YouTube picture. I don't like that. And I'm like, that's a $1,500 fur coat. Like, that was the first nice thing I ever got for myself. Oh, one of the things that you refused to buy me. Is
No,
that why
she
you have a
did. No,
problem?
she
Oh,
did, Alex. She did not say that.
that is hilarious.
Honey, we cut each other. Like, that is our relationship. I'll
Oh
tell
my
you
god.
I'll tell you when she leaves this mortal coil, I will be at the crematorium saying, "Get up, get up!
Oh my
And
god,
can I
I'm
Alex.
not
volunteer
done
my
with you yet.
services?
Get up!"
Can I volunteer my services? I am a cremation operator. So I have my certification and I will help you get her back so you can finish.
Let's put her in there
Oh
now.
my
Hell, let's
god.
put her in there right now.
No, no, Alex. Like
We
we
got to
gotta
save her for November because we got to either figure out we gonna have to burn the White House down or something. But we got to figure something out because this
And
court.
I'm pissed with my mother because she sold my house. She sold my house.
oh my god.
I thought you were the real estate person.
Exactly.
I was
Well, no. Here's the thing. Here's what happened.
exactly.
Oh
She
my
did
god.
not sell. Technically, she did not sell my house.
Hmm.
So she worked where she worked, and that's why she had her house. And her house had a basement, and they don't build basements in North Carolina. So I was like, oh good, I'm gonna have a nice 3-story house to inherit. She gonna sell it
Oof.
and then get a house that doesn't have a basement. And now I have to inherit some shack on a slab shingle.
All right, Billy.
I can't with you, Alex. Like you give me tears.
It's not an edifice, is
I'm
it?
sorry. I am sorry. Like, I just that was my house, and
He had
then
to relight that cigarette.
and then like I like the house that she lived, but it doesn't have a basement, so it's like, oh great. So now I just inherit. Like, yeah, I'll get it.
Well, does it have a pool? Uh-oh. That is no. Hell no.
Honey, I'm not.
I cannot
I'll tell you
stand
this. I'm not going back for the funeral. We can just deal with that with
Ooh.
some shit.
no, Alex. No,
The
Alex.
only thing I want is the jewelry.
No,
Well,
Alex.
I'm
That's not
sorry,
how it
she's
works.
dead. Why am I flying across the country?
Oh my God.
Like, hold on, can
I
I
forgot you go to hell at times. I forgot.
I
you
can't.
said Kevin, I'm
I
like,
forget.
the fuck?
Okay, Monet, just remember who we're talking about that sat there and went freaking super viral in 9 minutes. Foot, 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 foot.
Yes. I was just like, what? Girl, I saw that and I watched that for like a month and I was cracking up every time and everybody was like, what the hell? It's so funny. I showed them that video and they were cracking up. I showed my coworkers, I showed my mom, I showed everybody and they were cracking up. And I was just like, I'm like, this man is insane. I cannot turn away from it. Like,
I think he sold more views than she did on the song. Like it really, he
I
that
will
I
say,
told my fiance when we watched it, and
I
he
will
even
say,
was
like,
saying foot foot.
like, but also, like, to be real for a minute about what I was talking about. I am my mother's only child, and so when she does leave this world, it's going to like I like to focus on the finances because I cannot imagine my life without her.
right.
Oh, okay.
So I have to have a business level so that because I know one day I'm going to get that unfortunate call. I'm going to have to deal with it. And people always die at the most inopportune moments.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, and I told her, I was like, as long as like just stay alive long enough so that you can walk me down the red carpet when I win my Emmy.
Mhm.
However,
Oh.
you're
And
going
you
to have to deal with my father because he's also going to be there. And you two are going, we're going to be a loving family. God damn it. Or I'm going to kill the both of you. You fuck up my Emmy night, I swear to God. I'm going to show you something to cry about.
it's like
Ooh, ooh, Molly, you in danger, girl.
I know he's talking about his mom, but it's like
Oh no, I'm
but it's
talking
like
to both of them. And my father's going to get on the plane from Port. I swear to I will have him marched
Alex.
on today's episode of You're Not Fucking This Up for Me. Both of you are going to leave your shit at the table, and today is about me. You raised a son that is
Me.
an Emmy winner, and God damn it, we're going to enjoy it.
Wait a second.
Will you go,
Or
Karen
we're going to
Walker?
the boneyard.
If you don't mind me asking, Alex, did your parents not get along?
Um, oh, sweetie,
Ooh, 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 ooh.
okay, so here's how it works.
He's starting to sound like Bobby McFerrin for a second.
Hold on, let's how it works. So I grew up in New York.
Mm-hmm.
My father got his doctorate from the University of Reno,
Oh, okay.
all the way on the other side of the country.
Yes.
My mother got the East Coast. My father got the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
And now my mother gets America. My father gets Europe. They don't. They haven't seen each other since my conception.
Are you serious, Alex? No.
My father came out to my mother when she was 4.
Oh.
Oh. And I know your mother was very angry.
She wasn't
Well, she's
angry.
on another continent.
We just got
My mother wasn't angry. My mother wasn't angry.
Mm-hmm.
She was disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
It they had only been dating for a bit, married very quickly, like married after the conception,
Right. But it's sick. But
and
it's
tried to make it work and didn't.
mm-hmm. So It's because I don't want to offend you or anything like that. So, and I don't want the question to come out wrong. So, like, because it seemed like your father, that, you know, so, okay. So, I'm not trying to, like, I don't know how to ask this question
Ask
without,
it.
so, like, was your mother's, like, basically, oh my God, like, you know, basically a beard. Was he trying to, you know, um trying to be one way, but in his heart, he was who he was.
I did my mother keep me away from my father? Is that what you're asking?
Um, Not really, but yes, we can go
Um,
with that question because I'm like, I know what I want to ask, but it's like I
but
know.
ask what you want to ask because I can't answer it if I don't know the question. Like you're not going to offend me. Ask.
So like, was your mother like? Because was your mother basically like um the term of a beard, like
No,
oh, okay.
no.
Sorry,
Um,
Alex. I don't know.
they no. It's that is a normal question. I've had that question before. That it like my dad is gay. That's a question he says. That's normal. That's not an offense to her. No, he was figuring out his sexuality, and they were both in college.
Oh, okay.
They were in college, so it was at a point in life where these things happen. Like, and also, I was born in '82,
Oh yes.
so they were in grad school when they met.
Okay. And back then, like this was
And back then, also, men were taught to be straight. So he was
yeah,
like, I met this beautiful woman, and she's hilarious, and she makes me feel warm and safe,
right,
and then they ended up with me.
right.
Mm, I would
Okay.
wish I could have stopped that nonsense.
I could
I have to
not.
go back in time, and I'd be like, I would just go back in time, and at the lab, I'd be like, separate them. No, no, you need to go over there. You don't need to know her.
Okay,
And
Alex.
you,
not with you, sir. I need you to understand that I cannot with you.
hell, the fire
You back
engines.
in New York, Alex?
It sounds like it.
But Alex, why do you have the same, almost damn near the same conception as me? Well, less so.
We don't have the same conception. My parents met at MIT.
Yeah, like it was a bad joke. My me my
See,
mother.
and that was no. I'm sorry. That was snippy. That was,
No. I again, I should because
and
well, I'm
that is
trying.
why people are afraid.
No, I take a little
Now, I
bit.
say
I
real quick.
understand.
I'm like, we do not have the same conception.
Yeah.
My parents met at MIT.
What I'm saying is, my father and mother, it was like they were dating like very shortly, and she ended up, you know, with me. And I was saying like they should have not have been together at all because they only lasted a year maybe, and then they got
Oh, is she asking? Was my father DL? No, my father he didn't know that he was gay at the time, so no,
Oh,
he wasn't DL, and he's white, so he wasn't
yeah.
DL.
My father's white, my mom's
I
mixed
will
herself.
say that I wish my mother had kept dating white men because she might have had a successful marriage.
I
I
could.
mean, the trend is, and like I'm not trying to impose because that black men just tend to not, as a demographic, aren't as nice to black women. And I'm always saying, like, as black people in general, you should be finding your happiness. If that means getting with the white man, white woman, Asian man, Asian woman, or even another
And
black
now,
man.
and I will say, at 41, I can now say proudly and loudly, I enjoy a submissive white man.
And that is
And
your
that's who
right
is,
as a
and now that I can look back with my 20 years of dating, I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, I really dated submissive white men. Submissive white men that crave obedience. White
Mm.
men.
Can I,
Here's the thing:
That
if you're
love
gonna
be under
date
a
white
boot.
men, if you're gonna date white men, there are good white men out there. Find you a white man that craves. Listen to the phrase that craves obedience and submission. Find a white man that craves obedience and submission, and you can get something out of him. That is
can
a
I
man
say,
that can actually be in a relationship, but he must crave obedience. Obedience. Let's say
Just
it
be
together.
oh,
Obedience
yeah.
and
obedient.
submission.
And just be careful
I,
because,
I,
like Bob, they might be calling you the N word from time to time. You have to accept it, but that's just
What? What?
What?
like
I
Bob.
no,
I mean,
wait a minute. Now,
what?
hold up.
That's not me. That's Bob, the drag queen.
No, no, you don't
mean,
never
No,
accept
no, no,
that.
no, no.
now,
We are not doing that, honey. We no.
florist. I don't know who you're talking to.
Yeah, no.
I would never date anyone
Hmm.
that would disrespect me like that.
Can I say something? I'm sorry, Alex. I'm sorry. Can I say something really quickly?
Yes,
I had a day at work where I got called up. Can I say what I got called today?
Sure.
Come on.
you already said it.
No, I didn't say it. I didn't say it. No, I didn't say the word. I didn't say it. I
Is it
said
he or is it in?
no. It was I got called a black bitch twice, and the dude doubled down, and I said, "All right, you know what? I had to pick and choose my battles today." And I will fly off the handle if you call me out of my name, and it was unnecessary, right? But I did have a couple of customers that had my back. Was like, no, you're not gonna talk. I don't care if she works here or not. You're not gonna talk to a black woman that way. And he eventually left his little, because he was a scary ass man, left about the store and tried to make it seem like we called him racist. Well, first you said you people, then you called me a black bitch twice out of nowhere. I said, okay, all right now. But I did have a question for you though, Alex.
Mhm.
Did your mom accept you when you came out to her, or did she have reservations because of what happened with your dad?
That is something that I will never know.
Okay.
And honestly, I think when I came out to my mother, she had more reservations because she wanted me to have an easier life.
Understandable.
I
Understandable.
think, and someone like as the only one in the room that actually knows the woman, that's
Right.
actually lived with the woman. Every cell in my body came from it. So I rarely can speak for people, but I can speak for her on that. I think that was really what her heartbreak was.
Was she like initially acceptive or okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Again, my father is my favorite parent, and that's all that matters.
I cannot with
My
you.
mother and I get along very well, and she's grown to realize this is the best way.
Okay.
To keep you in her life. To
No, this is the best way for me to be my most authentic self.
gotcha.
Because the truth is,
You're on mute, Alex. You're
Alex,
on
you.
mute.
she realized I would have ended up in an unhappy marriage and
Mhm.
a kid that I didn't want,
Right.
trying to prove my heterosexuality to people that never mattered.
Right.
Mhm.
And that's the whole thing because it's like hiding yourself, being afraid of like what the world thinks or whatever. And that's why I was just like, and that was like one of the things that really attracted to your channel because I really just love the way you just are who you are and just own it and be like, fuck the world. I don't care what y'all think. This is me and that's what it is. So, I wish more people would have that attitude, but there are others on the other side of the coin that don't make coming out any easy, and that's really a shame because people cannot be their true authentic self
Even
without
today.
fear, right, without fearing the criticism. And I'm like, that is just such an unfortunate, that is just
Criticism.
such an
I
unfortunate
am the I am the critic.
Eh,
Well,
yes, yes you
can I say
are,
this,
yes you
Mona
are.
Lisa? Can I piggyback off of you real quick?
Mhm.
Alex, you were one of the first YouTubers that I started to follow in 2013, 2014, or something like that. And you put me onto a lot of different people when it comes down to you being as open and as authentically yourself as you have been.
Right.
Um, you you've never come off as fake. You just say what you say, and you and Funky Dineva were the first two. Because first it was you,
mm,
and then it was Funky, right? But then I got, I seen like, what happened and all that. We ain't got to talk about all that. That's in the past, right? But
Mm,
it was kind of that drew me to both of y'all. But then I love both of y'all for different reasons, right?
yep.
So, hi, Liam. Oh my God.
hello,
But
Claire.
Alex, I really was coming on here because I finally caught another live. I did catch the the pop roast live because I be working different hours, right? But you are amazing.
Yes,
Like
he really is.
like your content is beyond what you get credit for, in my opinion.
Don't I
Right?
know it?
So
Mhm.
yeah, and
I'm
I
going.
really
I'm gonna
do
do my
feel
own
like
horn on that. Don't I know it? Don't I know it?
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not being having a big head. That's having an ego where you know what you're worth. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I really do like appreciate your content, your commentary, um, all the things that you do when you open up to other YouTubers and go on their pages or they come on your page or I mean not your page but your channel and things like that. I appreciate you for that. So I really just wanted to let you know that you are appreciated. And I know you know that, but if it's not said enough, I'm here to tell you that we got the same daggone last name some type of way. But I
Exactly.
appreciate you.
Oh wait, somebody said it was those R&B divas reviews.
Oh,
Oh,
talk about waking the
the
dead.
golden age of reality
Yes,
TV.
And the
Yes.
yes.
episode, a lot of the episodes are on YouTube because I'm like, I've been trying to find this show for the longest, and
Hmm.
they've been uploading some episodes on YouTube. And I know y'all saw that interview that Funky Nadila had with Nikki Gilbert,
Hmm.
and because she's trying to put it on her streaming service or whatever. But
Hmm.
I feel like the RB Divas was just a show that came like I wouldn't say the wrong time, but you know, it is what it is because I felt like that show should have went further, and I hated when it got canceled.
Well,
Yeah.
people was bringing pow pows, like like that was
Oh man,
crazy.
I
Yeah.
I think it went away because I feel like it's almost like the people that want, hey Bronx.
Hi,
I feel like the people that they wanted to get on, they were looking at how all the other women were being treated, and it was like they're not being treated like they're like the housewives almost, and it's
Mhm.
they
almost
were
like
getting. They didn't have housewives.
they
They
never had housewives energy. The vibe
they
was
didn't
no,
have
not there.
and it
housewives
was like
love.
they're
They didn't
getting
have
whipped,
housewives
like they're
energy.
getting
Do
the
not compare yourself to a
like
housewife.
tomatoes
Yeah,
thrown at
you can't.
That was
But
and
then you gotta
but
understand. You
but they
gotta
didn't understand.
understand. Latasha Scott's husband. I'm
them.
sorry. I'm sorry, Alex. Go ahead.
They didn't understand. Like y'all are already on your has been. You're
Hmm.
going to get the money. Like, I'm gonna break it down right now. Old pussy ain't gonna get new pussy prices.
Exactly.
Wait, but you know
They
what it
weren't
was
that
too? It
old.
also reminded me of
They were.
what was that show that Carlos King produced where Elise Neal got hit in the head with the light? It
Hollywood,
kind of, yeah,
Hollywood.
it kind of gave that vibe. You
That
get what I'm
was
saying?
that was rinky dink, even for on R&B divas. I feel
Well,
like R&B.
everything Carlos does is rinkety dink. Look at, I mean, Love and Marriage Huntsville is on his 8th season, and it's still rinkety dink.
I agree.
I'm gonna say it's Carlos.
When I look at men like Carlos King, I just think,
Thick tongue.
why didn't he have the same cancer my father did?
Oh,
Oh, whoa, damn, shit.
Alex,
That's how I
Hold
feel.
on, God, Lord.
I
Alex.
would rather him have
Oh
had
Lord,
the
Jesus.
thyroid cancer than my father. Like, my father's a good man who's actually done things for the world.
Right.
Carlos,
Nah.
he could have brought it from the inside out. Like, I wish ovarian cancer on Carlos King.
Oh
Can we
wow.
say
Well,
Tyler Perry
you know
deserves
what?
it before
I
I
Carlos?
see what you just did there, Alex. I see
But
what
it
you
just seemed
did.
like when Carlos King has a show, nothing sticks, and the only thing that really stuck was the Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I'm gonna ask y'all this, like, because I've heard that Carlos is kind of like a janky businessman, and
The things I want to say about him would get my page shut down.
But you know why Carlos King? You know why Love and Marriage Huntsville is sticking, in my opinion. It's been 8 seasons, only 6 years of the show. If you keep thrusting something in somebody's face, right? You have no choice but to like view it or watch it or clips or whatever, right? I haven't watched Love and Marriage
That
Huntsville,
never
like
worked for
actually watched it.
heterosexuality in me, so I don't know about that one. They've been putting
Can you say
heterosexuality in
that
my
it
life, and
insists
I
upon
still
itself?
will pass on the side of pussy.
But then think about it though. Everybody is still reviewing it regardless, right? A lot of people are still reviewing it because he shoves it down. Like I don't like. For me, the only issue I have with Carlos King, to be honest with you, is the allegedly shit.
Mm. Oh
I
yeah.
have a real problem about that. Other than that, like
Oh, how he stole my allegedly
Uh
theme.
huh.
yes, yeah.
And same inflection,
And the
same
way that he says it in
usage.
the same way that you say it is what made it like. Because
And
we got a
Carlos
lot of.
have the
because
prostate cancer he deserves.
it seemed
Like
like
I
when he says it, it seemed like when Carlos King says the allegedly, he is just antagonizing Alex.
He
exactly.
does it on
Like
purpose, yeah. Because he'll be like
like
allegedly.
to
Now,
poke the bear
here's the
like
bag,
that.
though. I'm Portia.
Uh,
I'm gonna wait until I can catch you outside where there is no security, where there are no
Oh,
cameras,
in the alley, like she did, oh girl.
or
like get over here.
also you forget, like, I am a U.S. veteran.
Uh huh.
Oh
I
shit.
know
Uh huh. There's a
Alex,
difference
Alex,
between
you're not
there are
civilian
wrong.
things that I'm not going to say because that could be an implied threat of some sort.
and your
Right.
old
Those
guard,
things will
Alex.
never
Like
be
that.
said. However,
But
I
Alex,
know how to deal with people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Alex, can I ask you this? Would you ever pull a Kenya on Carlos if you had the chance to?
who wouldn't?
Yeah, on Carlos.
Um,
The
I
like
don't know.
what Kenya's going through right now.
Like, I think you're asking the wrong question.
Okay. Oh, so would he
But
pull it on you?
let me steer the conversation where I can give you the answer that you want.
But so how is
Okay.
I wonder if the things that Carlos does are hazardous to his health.
I
well, it
mean,
looks that way.
In what way? In what way?
I mean, you can't be. You can. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I think the sentence spoke for itself.
I mean, you can't be corrupt.
Well, it did. It
Well,
did.
maybe you can.
I mean,
But I don't. I
Because
just
what
don't.
I'm not
I just.
going to do is have someone say, "Oh, you said this, you said that."
Right. Yeah. You
But
have
then,
to be
but
smart.
But
then,
I
then,
will definitely say stealing from people can be
mhm.
hazardous to your health.
It can be
Yeah,
very.
because this was stolen because like I know we're trying to like, be like this is, a light, talk and all of this, but Alex is an actual comedian. This is his bread and butter. This is
Yeah,
how he
he really
feeds
is.
himself,
Oh, darling,
or
it's
like
so much far beyond that.
present.
Can I just
And
say a few
it
things?
to me, like I appreciate the arts, like from comedy, music, whatever. So when this subject of either plagiarizing or just outright theft, it
Outright
irritates my
theft. We're
soul.
talking about outright theft.
Yeah, outright theft.
Now,
Outright theft. It
there's an
irritates my
old
soul
expression.
like
You don't
on
get to
nothing
piss
else.
me off. There's an old expression. You don't get to piss me off
Mhm.
and tell me how mad I get to get.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's the problem, and that's the mistake that people be making is that you cannot do something to somebody, and then you tell them like how they need to respond. That's just not how it works.
Mhm.
And my thing is, you
How
know,
Carlos and I settle things will be personal.
mhm.
I feel like the
Because
Now,
difference
that's
between
there will be a
Carlos
moment where there are no cameras
mm,
and there is no security.
That's right.
and the difference
I would
between
also,
Alex, the difference between
or I
oh,
would also say, actually, I'm not going to say,
mhm.
and that's frightening.
well, see, Alex, the difference between you and Carlos, and don't get me wrong, I watch his content, right?
The difference between
But
me and
here's the
Carlos
thing: the difference
Understand.
between Carlos
right
and
there.
Alex.
Carlos is 5'4", I'm 6'4". We got to start there.
No,
The
No,
difference
no, no. I'm
being
not talking
he's
about
that
physical.
short.
I'm not talking about physically. The difference between, in my opinion, Alex and Carlos is that Alex is the talent and the producer. Carlos
is
has
me.
no talent. He likes to send people off, where Alex can be the talent, the producer, the director, and everything
Carlos,
above.
Carlos King likes to manipulate black women for
Mhm.
his own financial.
Mhm.
Of course he does.
King, Carlos King manipulates black women for his financial gain and
Mhm.
pretends to tell their stories.
Of
And
course he
that's
does.
why
Happens to
he
people in the
always
back.
used that. But he always says, I'm cool with all. I love all the girls.
They
Yeah.
don't love
So
you.
Well, I love
Yandy
you
wants
too,
to beat
Carlos.
your ass. I know it. I know it.
You know
Because
that.
yeah.
how dare you try to steal her own story and try to profit off it? That's like you're hitting the check marks of her wanting to beat your motherfucking ass. So why? I don't understand.
Wishing cancer on him sounds personal. No,
I mean,
I would just rather a problem solve itself. I like it when the
But if
cat takes itself out. So
but here's the thing, Denise.
he
If
can
you
die from
understood what he
prostate
said,
cancer and get rid of himself. Thank God I don't have to deal with it.
yeah.
But also,
but what
Carlos,
people didn't realize, see, that's the thing I don't like. What people didn't realize is what Alex said was ovarian. He knows that he's a man, so he can't get it. So he really didn't wish any harm on him. If you caught it,
he
you
said
caught
Breast
it.
it's
cancer.
being
I
facetious.
get that.
It's being
I
He
get
ain't
facetious.
got a uterus. He didn't say that. You get
Oh,
what I'm saying? So pay attention.
Well,
Do we need to go
Carlos
back
Denise.
to
has
biology
onions
class?
first.
pay attention. But here's the thing, and this is also why I'm not as popular because not everybody catches my shade.
Yeah. And it's like, oh no, oh God, no, don't do that. No.
How can he wish ovarian cancer on a man that doesn't have an
And that's
ovaries,
where we
uterus,
get
none of
That's
that?
like
into
exactly. That's like me saying, "Ooh, I wish she got prostate cancer."
Right.
you
Here's
just
the
look
Come
joke:
at
on
them
now.
like,
she
girl.
ain't got prostate. If I said she, there's probably not a prostate involved.
Well, all I'm gonna say is for Denise, we appreciate your watching
Yes.
and keep liking, but keep up, love, keep up.
It-
right because
but it's like,
there's just certain things you don't do. And the thing with and then the thing with Carlos is like he looks over people with a smile on his face, and that really be irking me because I'm like, you wrong, you wrong for what you're doing, and the fact that and then it's like you step into the YouTube arena
mm,
with people that are about this life, and you be trying to do sneaky, underhanded shit behind the scenes, and that's just not cool. Like that's just something. Like, why you have to bother? Why you have to, steal this man's catchphrase
Mhm.
and do it the way he's doing? Like, there's other than to antagonize and do whatever because he talks about you. Like, isn't that part of his job? Well, not job, but isn't that part of what he's supposed to be doing? So I just felt like Carlos was just so whack for that because I'm like, that's Alex's thing, and you taking it, and then you laughing in this, and then it's like you laugh in this man's face, and you like,
Mhm.
I got your shit, and I don't care that and I don't care how you feel about the fact that I'm using your shit and using it on you, and that's just I didn't like that because and you say and Andrew, you said you started watching Alex from the very beginning. I discovered Alex back in January around the time that I had broke my ankle, so I had to sit it
Oh,
out
I'm
for like
sorry.
5 or 6 months. So of
Right.
course, him and Bonnie Blue and Color Me Pink, they were like the three rotating content creators that I was constantly watching. And then it's like somebody saying we love these people for different reasons, and that is the God's honest truth. And I get my laughs off. Like this man has me crying laughing.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
he's very funny and very meticulous about what he says. And I'm gonna tell you, I've been a Bipper since day one. So
oh,
when they
oh yeah,
come for him, I have an issue. You get what I'm
Alex
saying?
and Memphis.
right. Like that's not right. That's not cool. I did not like that. I'm like, you can't. I'm like, you just love to fuck over people just for the sake of it, and
Yeah, and
you wonder
if
why your shows are suffering.
very much
And
so.
I've been there since. Look, I've been there since
Those
when
shows are
I don't know
tax
if y'all
write-offs. I
remember
swear.
when Pop Roach first kicked off. When Pop Roach, when they were in New York, the bench situation. Alex, you know what I'm talking about. Everybody that know.
Meghan McCain's father said, not my name, no.
Because can I just briefly speak on the Carlos King situation because I'm aware of what went down. I do think it is just a deep sense of insecurity in the man's own and in
Mhm.
man's ability to
Yeah,
steal from others. I mean, also let's face it. The man's 5'4". He's built like a guinea pig, and like all rodents, they steal to get by.
He has such a
Built
squishy
like a
mouth.
guinea pig. He's built like no. That was the read of the
It was.
century. Carlos King is built like a guinea pig.
Mm.
Oh my God.
now
I have
get
never,
upset.
I'm going to
Now
wake up tomorrow with a smile on my face.
get
I'm going to like I'm getting ready to go to bed. Like we're getting ready to end the live because I'm like it's 11 here and I'm like I have to go to bed.
Yeah, yeah, it's 11 here
But we
too.
go and actually that's a great one to end it on. Carlos King is built like a guinea pig. Good night, y'all. Thank you so much.
Mhm.